Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Maximus the Fourth. What I have to present to you guys today is Pepsi Mango. Pepsi Mango is a flavor of Pepsi that first came out all the way back in 2019. That was 6 years ago. Alongside Pepsi Mango, there was also a Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Berry flavors, these cans right here, that came out in 2009. And there's actually a little bit of background information, but to stick with the Pepsi Mango first, Pepsi Mango, I remember when it first came out in 2019, it was very sporadic, all over the place. There was virtually no place that I could drive to, any grocery store or convenience store or gas stations, that didn't have this. It was pretty big when it first came out. But as the years have passed by, at least for where I live, in the Grants Pass and the Medford area, White City, Eagle Point, whatever, I'm all over the place, it has actually been trimmed back quite a bit. And you still do see Pepsi Mango in my area here and there, but I actually had to look pretty dang hard for this. And I finally found it in Eagle Point, Oregon, in a Walmart store. And even at that store, there wasn't like a ton of 12 packs. There was probably maybe like, if my memory serves me well, maybe like 5 or 6 12 packs. But in other places, like where the great DJ Glowing Ice lives, they have it more. And I would bet you that you can still find it in places like Massachusetts and Illinois, or Illinois, because there's no S, it's not a plural. But it is much harder to find. And I've only ever tried this once, and that was 6 years ago when it first came out. And I actually just tried it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, on Valentine's Day for the first time in 6 years. Now I'm going to review this with you guys today. With that being said, with Pepsi Mango, before we get into opening up this can, let's talk just a little bit about Pepsi Berry and Pepsi Lime. Now, Pepsi Lime was actually it first came out, I think, all the way back in 2007. And I think that Pepsi was kind of wrestling around with it for a year or two. And it didn't stay on rotation, so they cut it around 2008 or 9, I think. And then, 10 years later or 12 years later, depending if they actually cut it in 2007, it came back alongside with a brand new flavor called Pepsi Berry in 2019. Pepsi Mango too. All three of these came out in 2019. Now, while Pepsi Mango is still in rotation, Pepsi Berry is probably the rarest one out of them all, because Pepsi Berry never did come out prior to 2019 in the States, at least. But Pepsi Berry is phenomenal flavor. I actually described this to be the caramel color Pepsi of Pepsi Blue. It was a phenomenal flavor. I actually thought it even tasted better than Pepsi Blue. And so that's pretty much it for Pepsi Berry. But for more information on this, you can watch my review where I do Pepsi Berry by itself, and I will link that in the description. But Pepsi Lime is pretty much nowhere to be found as well. It's also a pretty rare one. It's not as rare as the Pepsi Berry just because it came out initially in 2007, but it's still a very cool soda and ties along with the history well with the Pepsi Mango and the Pepsi Berry. Just one more fun fact, you can find Pepsi Lime in other countries. I think like Canada. I think they actually have a variation that's called Pepsi Max Lime. And I've always wanted to try that one. But for more info, you can also check out my review of Pepsi Lime. I will also link that down in the description of this video. And now it is the center of attention time to take a look at Pepsi Mango. Smells very good. Smells just like a mango. Phenomenal. Oh, man, that has got great flavor. The way that they infused this with the normal Pepsi flavor is just phenomenal. It's very sweet. So for those of you out there that like your sweets, this is definitely not going to let you down. It's very refreshing, very well thought out, and very good. When I had one of these just a couple days ago on Valentine's Day, I actually couldn't believe how shocked I was. The last time I drank one of these was out of a plastic bottle, and I don't know if that made a difference, but I'm very shocked how good this actually tastes. I don't know if my taste buds have changed since then either. But I'm here to tell you guys, Pepsi Mango is no joke. If you've never tried it before, you've got to figure out a way to get your hands on it because it is a winner. I would actually give Pepsi Mango a very solid score of I'm leaning so close to a 9, but I don't know if it's quite a 9. The flavor's definitely there, and it's so hard to score these sometimes because a lot of them are good. But this one, in all honesty, I would probably give this an 8.5 out of 10. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Stuff is amazing. Just if you want to just take a gander at the calories or the nutrition label, you can. And if you want to really pause the video and take a look at the ingredients, you can do that as well. But just take a nice little look at the can. It's very refreshing. Also, you guys, to give you an announcement, very soon I'm going to be doing a Pepsi S tier list, where I'm probably going to be taking a look at least 10 different flavors of Pepsi, maybe even up to 20 different flavors. I don't know yet, but that's going to be an epic video. So for all you Pepsi fans out there, you definitely don't want to miss that one. That's probably going to be about a 45 to 1 hour long video of me just talking about all the different Pepsi flavors that have come out. And trust me, you don't want to miss that. It's going to be so sick. I'm so excited for it. Okay, you guys, so that about wraps it up. At the end of the day, Pepsi Mango is definitely going to get an 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend it. And please pick this up if you've never tried it before. Make sure you check out my video, Black Cherry Cola Soda Shop 2-liter chug, where I take on a 2-liter chug at the 2-liter DOS boot. And also, if you want to help support this channel as well, just take a look at the description below, and there will be more information on how to do that. Maximus the Fourth here. I am signing out, and have yourselves a Pepsi Mango day.